Hello, guys. I hope you are well and staying home and maintaining lockdown very well. And I think all of us are forceful soldiers of our present humanity. And I hope we will win the match at last. In my today's YouTube class, I would like to present a SSC prescribed poem, Wilfred Vaughan's Strange Meeting. Listen very attentively. I think it will be very fruitful to you. Today, I will critically analyze the text. A critical evaluation of the text has been presented in my class. Today's class actually will consist three important zones of the text. Number one, why in the text the meeting is called strange. And number two, what is the real identity of the characters? Who are the really speakers in the text? And number three, in my three important zone of discussion, I will critically evaluate the text. So let's go. I will start. In my first discussion, I would say about why the meeting in the poem Strange Meeting is called strange, with which so many interpretations are there. In my class or batch, various types of interpretations actually have been coming up. So today, once again, I would try to clear the conception. The meeting of the text has been called strange. Why? Because the meeting has been presented or held not on the earth but in the hell. Number two, the meeting is strange because it is held not between the two living soldiers but between two dead soldiers. And number three, it is happened not in reality but in visionary encounter. And in my second zone of discussion regarding the real speaker's identity, I would like to say that here two speakers are there. The two speakers are two characters. They are involved in making dialogues. And in the first character, who is the first speaker of the text, is British soldier, and he is the poet himself. And the second speaker or second character is the German soldier here. He is sleeper here. Regarding the real identity, I would like to say that the second soldier has been making a sense in this way that he is the killer here. He has come in the hell the day before and he is sleeping now here. And here he is actually staring at the soldier, the first soldier, in this way that he is a divine figure. He is lifting his hand as if to bless. He is blessing the another soldier. So we must say that he is not a common soldier but a divine figure, but a Christ-like figure. So in the possible solution of the question, we must keep in mind that he is not a common soldier but a divine soldier. Anotherly, we must say that the two characters are not the full characters of the text. They are basically the two halves of one personality. Here, the Wilfred Wen is presenting himself in the two split halves in the text in the form of two speakers, making the sense, making the real statement of the text. And in my third zone of discussion, that is critical evaluation of the text, I would highlight in this way that the poem is a great passport. The poem is a big passport of immortality. Here, the moral realism or moral idealism is in conflict. The text essentially is the poem of war transfer, but realistically, it is a poem based on the First World War. The romantic dispersion of the text is also hinted of through all the lines of the text. In the text, actually, we have found that here the spirit of the dead German soldier meeting his English counterpart in his imaginary encounter in hell. They had killed each other, and both of them are dead, and they are no longer inimical to each other. They have left behind the mutual hatred and their animosities on earth. And here, the poet in this way actually tries to de-glorify the war. Yes, actually, in the true sense of the term war, actually here, Wilfred Wen tries to de-glorify the war and tries to sublimatize the sense of the word in the text. According to him, the word actually is nothing but a sure sign of retrogression of human civilization. This is the true sense of the inhuman, barbaric, and uncivilized business. This is the poem of great prescription of the word in this way. Here in the text, strange friend Wilfred Wen actually tries to say that what is the real end product of war is nothing but the pity and horror. Here the pity and horror and the destruction, the ruins, the dance of the death of the young soldiers are the real end product of the romantic war. Here the war actually has not been presented romantically but realistically. And if we gradually develop in the text, we will find that here there are so many negative emotions regarding the anger, hatred, passion have been satirically versed. Here the suffering and the death of the soldier has been romanticized by the equity and passion of the Jesus Christ. One thing is most important in the text is that Wilfred Wen is trying to say, whereas the suffering and the death of Jesus Christ or any divine figure redeems the suffering of the human being or mankind, then where is the need of suffering and death of the soldier? Where is the need of suffering and death of the young lives in the name of soldier or in the name of war? There is no need of the war or battlefield. This is the actually propaganda made by the Wilfred Wen. And this very big idea of suffering and death of soldier is the sacrifice of the soldier is the real theme of the text. And the last line of the text actually, let us live now, is a great message through which actually he has presented the idea that actually the people of the world who are living now in the world greatly craze for a world wrapped with love and peace, not with the sense of war. And in this way, Wilfred Wen actually in the text tries to make a sense and tries to evaluate the sense and tries to establish a message of Christian note of resurrection. That's all. This is a presentation of my today's class. You listen it again and again and try to make a sense of the text. I think it will be greatly fruitful for your exam, for your understanding of better and for better. I will come again in my next YouTube class. Wait for that. Thank you all. Stay home, save lives, and must defeat coronavirus. Thank you.